welcome back. Today we're going to do such an exciting video. I am going to be doing my 2015 drugstore makeup favorite products. I've been so freaking excited about this video because I feel like it's kind of like the roundup of the entire year when it comes to like drugstore makeup products. And I've literally just been going through all of my drugstore makeup and I've been going through all of my drawers just going like, which product have I been using the most and which product did I like the best, blah 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 blah. So I've actually made an entire list about all of the different products that I've loved this year, and without further ado, let's get into it. And as I said, this is going to be only drugstore makeup, which means I'm also gonna do one for high-end makeup. We're starting from the base, obviously. We're starting with the primer, the one that I've truly loved during 2015 and the one that I've reached for the most when it comes to my drugstore primers is definitely the Bourjois Happy Light Luminous Serum Primer. The reason why I love this one is that it's very luminous on the skin. It is very glowy, it looks very natural and very healthy on the skin, and I just feel like that whenever I've wanted a bit more light into my skin, I've been reaching for this one, and I think it's such a great primer. It is just translucent once it gets out, and it's just very light in texture. I really love this one, and it's definitely worth mentioning because I have been reaching for this so much. Another face primer that I've also loved so much is the Garnier 5-Sec Perfect Blur Smoothing Perfecting Primer Optical Effect, because it gives the illusion that your skin is just perfect, and I really truly love that. Who doesn't, obviously? And it says on the back, Smoothing Perfecting Primer. It smooths out the skin, which I totally agree on. It's very silicone-y, and it also gives an optical effect, which means that it makes you look perfect in your skin and it makes it look much more even and yeah, just really beautiful and perfect, and I really like that. So whenever I've had those days where my skin felt uneven or just a bad, then I've also been reaching for this one. When I compare this one to some of the other ones that I've got from the high-end market, this one fares just as well, so this is really good. Next up is foundation, and honestly I am cheating here because I can't just pick one. I've got 3 different ones to share with you, and these 3, they are my absolute favorite drugstore foundations ever. I can't live without them. Honestly, these are some of those drugstore products that I reach for even more than like high-end products, so these are definitely worth mentioning. The first one is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This is a new formula that I've just tested out, and if it wasn't because I've just gotten the new one and I like this one more than the old version of the True Match, then I would totally still tell you about the old True Match because it is amazing. It just makes your skin look so freaking pretty, and I just really like it. This one is a bit more radiant and a bit more glowy in its finish, whereas the other one, the old True Match, is a bit more powdery in its finish, but I really like this one. I think it is amazing. The other one is one that I discovered while I was on vacation this year to the US in the summertime, and I love it so very much. It is from Maybelline. It is the Me Matte+Poreless Foundation. The thing that I really love about this one is that it is not too mattifying. It doesn't make you look flat in your face at all. It looks very natural once it gets onto the skin, and it just stays on for the entire day. I mean, this is for normal to oily skin. I would even say that some of you guys who've got a slightly dry skin, you can also use this one because it is not that mattifying. It sounds scary to those of you with dry skin, like matte and poreless, but trust me, it is not as bad as it seems. It is really beautiful on most skin types, so I've loved this one, and I've reached for it so many times. I love it. I just absolutely love it. And last but for sure not least, my last foundation is from Copenhagen. This is the Foundation Drops. This is such an amazing foundation. I can't even explain it. My hopes for this foundation, they were so low. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I tried it out, I was just like, this is probably not gonna be good, and it was stunning on the skin. I've been reaching for this so much. This is the Hydrating Soothing Foundation. It's got SPF 10 in it as well. With this foundation, you can go from a light to a medium to a full coverage. It is very liquid in texture, which I really like, and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look weird on the skin, and as I said, it is very buildable as well, so you can get whatever coverage you want. It is one of those new technology foundations that are very liquid in texture, but still gives a decent amount of coverage. I love this one. Next up is obviously concealer. Once again, I've got 2 to share with you. These 2. The first one here is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I am dying over this one right now. It is my absolute favorite concealer, even also from like the high-end market. This is just amazing. It rocks my world. It is just so easy to work with. It's got the perfect shade, the perfect feel, texture, formula, everything is just perfect. It gives kind of like a medium coverage, which I think is fine. It doesn't look cakey on the skin, and you can definitely build it up as well. And if you've got that really manic, huge sit on your skin, you can totally still like cover it up with this one without looking too cakey or unnatural. I actually also use this one under my eyes as well. You can use it for everything. This is amazing. The other one that I'm gonna mention is obviously L'Oreal True Match Concealer. What can I say? An amazing concealer once again. It just glides on the skin so smoothly. You can use it under your eyes, you can use it on sits, pimples, redness, whatever. It covers everything. Once again, a medium full coverage when we're talking like concealers. Amazing stuff, really. I love it. It is very, very lightweight in texture, and I've been loving this one for years, honestly. So this is just one of those holy grail products for me. For face powders, I've only got one to mention because I have been trying out different face primers from the drugstore market during the year and so on, but none of them have really been like that good, if I must be honest. But there's one that I've just been reaching for again and again and again, and I just really love it. It is from L'Oreal. It is the Nude Magique BB Powder Velvet Skin Beautifier, and it just looks so incredibly natural on the skin. I can't even tell you. And as you can see, I've actually used it so much that I've hit pan on it. It is just so easy to work with, very finely milled as well. It doesn't go cakey or chalky on the skin. The next category is going to be blush, and to be fairly honest, 2015 hasn't really been my kind of blush year, if you get what I mean. I just haven't been that much into blush. I mean, I've just gone back to those same old blushes. However, I have tried out one new blush that I just fallen in love with it. Seriously, it is so good. It is from Max Factor, and it is the Cream Puff Blush in the color 10 Nude Mauve. And I would say just all of the colors from this Cream Puff Blush collection, they're awesome. I've got all of them. This color in particular is just my favorite. It's great for autumn time, but honestly you can use it all year round because it's such a great color and it suits most skin tones, I guess. It is just beautiful on the skin. To be fairly honest, the name of the blush, Cream Puff Blush, it doesn't make any sense because this is not a creamy texture. It is much more powdery, velvety, and I really like that. It looks very natural in the skin. So if you want to try out a great drugstore blush, you have to try these. For bronzer, I think it is so freaking difficult to find a good bronzer that doesn't go red or orange on your skin, especially from the drugstore market. I think it is so freaking difficult. However, the one that I'm wearing today, I am absolutely in love with. It is from TheBalm, and it is the Bahama Mama. It doesn't go powdery on the skin. It actually looks really, really natural, which I like. So this is amazing, and honestly I've been using it a lot and you can't even see, you can't even tell that I've been using it. So a little goes a very, very long way. It is very, very pigmented, which I love, and it also comes with a mirror, great for traveling, and the packaging is cute. Just everything about this bronzer is just right. For highlighter, I've only got one to share with you, also from TheBalm, Mirror Luminizer. It can't come as a surprise to you guys. There was like the time in 2015 where this was like the only highlighter that I used. It was amazing. It is amazing. It is just so beautiful, and I'm actually hitting pan on it as well up here, which is kind of sad but I love it. I think it is such a great champagne-y color. It is also the highlighter that I'm wearing today, and I'm also wearing it on my eyelids. It is just a great all over the lid shade and also highlighter shade. It is just amazing, blends in like a dream. It is not too shimmery or sparkly. It looks so beautiful on the skin. Oh my gosh, how can you not love it? It is amazing, and I think all skin tones can wear this one and rock it. I love it. Another thing that is so difficult to find on the drugstore market is a good brow product, and the only thing that I've been trying from the drugstore market that I've really truly loved is the Soap & Glory Archery Brow Pencil. This is in the color Blondeshell, and it's also the one that I've got in my brows today. It is very, very good, especially for those of you who've got blonde hair. I believe there are two shades, so one for brunettes and one for blondes, and this one is obviously for blondes. And I think it works really, really well because it is not red in its undertone. It is very, very gray, cool toned, so it looks very natural in the brows. If you haven't tried it, definitely do. I do believe that this is kind of like a dupe to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. However, I do prefer the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but when talking about drugstore brow products, this is the best. A brow setting gel that I'm always reaching for and that I'm always going back to. I've been trying so many different ones. It is obviously the Copenhagen Defining Brow Gel. This is by far my favorite brow gel, also actually from the high-end market as well. This one and the Benefit Gimme Brow, those two are my faves for real, and this one is so, so good. Very, very natural, gives a tiny bit of a tint. This is in the shade 003. It is not too red in its undertone, it just gives a bit more tint. You can also get a clear one if that's what you want. I like this one because it's got a tiny bit of a tint in it and it's just amazing to work with. And I don't find the brush too big either. I like the shape of the brush. You can really get all the way in there and work with your brows and so on, and I just really like it. I think it's amazing, and I've talked so much about this one on my channel, so I'm not going to say too much other than that I love it, and if you haven't tried it, you have to. The next step is kind of like an eye primer, but to be fairly honest, I've tried out different eye primers from the drugstore market and I have not been impressed. So I haven't got any eye primer to share with you for this year, unfortunately. However, when talking about like cream shadows and stuff like that, that can also be used as a base or a primer underneath eyeshadows or whatever. I have been loving the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the color 25 Back to the Bronze. I bought this like 2 years ago, something like that, in the US, and it is just a beautiful bronzy shade, as you can see, very, very pretty on the eyelid. You can use it on its own, just as an eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow. You can also use it as a base for another eyeshadow on top. You can do whatever you want with this one. They're so easy to work with, lovely and creamy and nice, and just really, really love it. Such a great color as well, very wearable for both an everyday look and for a smoky eye, whatever kind of eye. I just love it. I feel like I say I love it about everything, but seriously, I love all of these products, obviously. Ta-da! In 2016, I've said to myself, I'm gonna try out some more single eyeshadows from the drugstore market, because honestly, I haven't tried that many, but the only one that I've really fallen in love with is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the color 892 Amber Rush, and this is such a beautiful rosy, rose goldy color. It's kind of difficult to explain. It is kind of like a pressed pigment, if you get what I mean, and it just looks so pretty. It is very, very pigmented as well, and just looks so amazing. As you can see, so freaking beautiful. You can use it as an eyelid shade all over the eyelid. You can also use it as an inner corner highlight, whatever you like to. Just a gorgeous shade. For eyeshadow palettes, once again, I haven't really been too impressed with any of the eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore market. However, an eyeliner that I've been loving so much is from Copenhagen. It is the one called Velvet Touch Eyeliner. It is waterproof as well, and it's called 001 Blue Moon. It is so freaking stunning, and I've been using it so much during 2015. I love it. Just look at that color, and honestly, it stays on. You can put it in the waterline. It stays for the entire day. You can use it underneath your waterline as well. You can just use it however you want to. It just stays on. And honestly, in 2016, I'm gonna try out more from this range of eyeliners because it is amazing. Such high quality and such great longevity as well. I love it. For liquid liner or fluid liner, whatever you like to call it, there is one that have just stood out to me, and I'm reaching for it again and again and again, and I'm reaching for it above my high-end liquid liners as well. This is from e.l.f. and this is the liquid liner. You can't even see that it says e.l.f. here because I've used it that much. It is just in a plain black color, and I love the tip on it because it's kind of like a brush tip. I don't know if you can see it. It's very, very fine, very easy to work with. You can do winged liner with it as well. It is definitely my favorite liquid liner of all time, and right now I use it again and again and again. When I'm not using a gel eyeliner, I always use this one, and I actually also use this one just to clean up my gel eyeliner. And when talking about gel liner, I haven't got any favorites, to be fairly honest. So if I had to mention any gel eyeliner, it would be a high-end one, which you'll have to wait and see. But moving on to mascara, this cannot come as a surprise to you. It is also the mascara that I'm wearing today. It is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Ever since I tried this one, I've just been reaching for it again and 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 again. I just really love it. It makes my lashes look sensational. The name is so right. My lashes, they are on point every time I use this one. I love my lashes with this one. I can make them as long, as powerful, as voluminous as I want them to be, and I just really like it. It is not clumpy in any way. So easy to work with. I love the brush as well. It is a rubber brush. However, it is kind of like bended, as you can see, and has got an angle to it, which I really like. It is not too big, not too small. It is just an amazing mascara. Moving on to the lip area. Honestly, for lip liner, I haven't got any because I haven't tried any drugstore lip liners that I really liked. So if you've got any suggestions for me to try some lip liners from the drugstore market, let me know. However, for lipstick, I've got one that I really truly love. It is like the greatest nude beigey color, and I've been reaching for it so much. It is obviously the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in the color 725 Tantalizing Taupe. It is just such a great nude, nudie beige lipstick, and I just think it looks so pretty. It is right there. It is not too beige, it is not too pink, it is on a tone, it's somewhere in the middle, and I just think it looks so amazing on the lips. Very creamy, very lovely. It is not too shiny, and it actually stays and lasts on the lips for a very long time as well. As you can see, just really pretty. It gives a bit of a creamier texture to your lips, which I really like. It is just such a stunning nudie, beigey, pinky lipstick. And if you're on the hunt for that perfect nude beige lipstick, and if you've got my kind of complexion, you have to try it. It is so good. Lately, and for the past months actually, I've been so in love with lip glosses. I don't know why. Normally, I've always been like, oh, I hate wearing gloss because my hair gets in it and it's just sticky and just really uncomfortable to wear. But now I'm just like, I love it. I love a tiny bit of a shine on my lips. And my favorite lip gloss of all time when it comes to my drugstore lip glosses is definitely the NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in the color Sugar Pie. This is such a stunning shade, and actually it gives a tiny bit of a color but not too much either. It is kind of like a nudie, once again nudie beige color, and there's something on it actually. What the F? It is clean again, and I absolutely love it, and oh my god, the color is just right. I would say that there's a tiny bit of like small shimmer particles in it, but they're very fine, so they're not too visible. Oh, just look at that. It is so beautiful. I love it on the lips. I think it's so great. If you haven't tried it, these NYX Mega Shine lip glosses, they are so amazing. And they actually last on the lips for a very long time as well, considering they are lip glosses. And lastly, but for sure not least, when we're talking about lips, the newest thing in the like lip area thing is obviously lip stains or kind of like liquid lipsticks. And my favorite is definitely the one from Gerard Cosmetics when we're talking like drugstore or like lower end makeup products, because these are amazing. They last on the lips for such a long time. Today I'm actually wearing Serenity, and I really like it. I think it's so gorgeous on the lips. However, the shade that has really just stood out to me, and the shade that I've just loved it so very much, is the one called Mercury Rising. It is kind of like an orangey red lipstick or lip stain, whatever you like to call it. It is so stunning on the lips, and I've been wearing it a lot actually, especially for like the dance show that I was in, and it lasted me the entire show. These shades are just amazing, and they dry matte on the lips and they stay on. They are so freaking pretty. I love it. I think this is the new it thing, and I really want all of those shades from the Gerard Cosmetics Hydra Matte line. I think they're amazing. And that was actually all for my 2015 favorite drugstore slash high street makeup products, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. I actually found it so much fun and so great to find all of my favorite drugstore products, and all of them are so lovely. I swear to you guys, if you're trying them out, you will not regret it. They are so amazing, and honestly, I love all of them, and I've just been reaching for them so much during the year, and I can't wait for 2016 to try out even more from the drugstore market. If you found this video helpful, inspirational in any way, you know what to do. Thumbs it up, that makes me so freaking happy and helps me so much as well. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you've got any great drugstore products that I haven't tried out or mentioned in this video, please let me know, because I would love to try out some more. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very much. Stay tuned for my high-end makeup favorites for 2015, because it will be coming very soon. See you and bye!